So hi, my name is Nick Jr.
And I'm Nick Sr. And we're both here going to give our predictions for Wrestlemania 35. All right, let's get right into it, Nick. Because it's going to start in about an hour or two, so let's just knock them out of the park one by one. First match, Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. How you see it?
I feel like it's going to be Kurt Angle because Kurt Angle is his retirement match, and so he's going to leave destroying the person he hates the most.
I'm going to agree with that one. I also see the Hall of Famer Kurt Angle going out on top. So both of us are going to go with Kurt Angle. You agree?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. Next we have on our list Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
The Miz is going to give it his all. He is going to beat Shane and get his revenge on him for just beating the crap out of him in front of his own dad and is in his hometown.
Okay, I'm definitely so that was a win for The Miz.
Yes.
Hey, well again, I guess father and son thinking alike. I'm also going to go with The Miz because The Miz is awesome. I will have to just interject for a minute. I think Shane is going to pull off another one of his amazing WrestleMania matches. Going to fly through the air, but at the end of the day,
The Miz is going to get it.
All right, on to Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. How do you see this one, Nick?
I like AJ Styles, but I feel like he's going to go for like either a phenomenal form or a 360 or a 450. And then Randy Orton's going to hit an RKO out of nowhere and win it all.
Oh, our first debate. As much as Randy Orton has been one of the stellar performers in the WWE for a long time, right now is the Phenomenal One's time. And I'm going to have to say, at the end of this match, they will be raising the hand of AJ Styles. So, Orton for Nikki Jr., and I have AJ Styles. Oh, now this is a big one. We're talking about Batista versus Triple H.
And if Triple H loses, he will never, ever step foot in a ring again.
I'm going to have to say, even if he was to lose this match, I don't buy that just because him being the CEO.
Undertaker.
It is what it is. But who do you think is going to win the match?
It's going to be Triple H. Triple H is going to do everything he has, and then finally he is going to beat Batista. Like at Super Showdown, he beat Undertaker for the first time. Then now at WrestleMania versus Batista, he's going to beat him.
And I am also going to say Triple H is going to win because he is going to embarrass Batista in this match.
For what he did at Ric Flair on his own birthday.
All right, on to Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre. How you see this one, Nicholas?
Roman Reigns. They brought him back from leukemia. Now, if he goes to WrestleMania versus Drew McIntyre, why would he lose in front of a lot of people? Why would he be humiliated after he just had leukemia?
You bring up a good point, but I think right now is Drew McIntyre's time. This is the time that I think WWE should start really pushing this guy to the fullest. He is a mean SOB, and I just love everything about Drew McIntyre, and I think they should be pushing him at this point in time. So your dad's going to go with Drew McIntyre on this one. All right. On to the Revival versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Well, since Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder are just Well, first, Kurt Hawkins has a streak for losing. They spelt Zack Ryder's name wrong, so I have to give this to the Revival.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to continue on with the disagreeing with you because I think now is the time to end the streak. Now is the time to make the Revival the butt of all jokes. They lost a few key matches recently, and now I think it's time for the Zack Ryder Kurt Hawkins show. So your dad's going to go with Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. How about that? All right. How about we move on to the women's tag team match? Sasha and Bayley, your champions, versus Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka, the Iconics, and
Natalya, and the person that is coming out of retirement, Beth Phoenix.
the Glamazon has arrived. So who do you have winning this match, Nick?
So first, I want to say, why is Nia Jax and Tamina in this match? They had like 4 title matches already, and they lost. And everybody's hating on them, which I personally say they do suck. But I think it's going to be the retain Sasha and Bayley winning this. Beth Phoenix is not going to be pinned. One of the Iconics are going to be pinned.
You know what? I am exactly where you're at on this one. I think one of the Iconics are going to be the one that gets pinned, and Sasha and Bayley are going to continue to be our women's tag team champions and continue with the women's revolution and being the champs.
And at the end, it's going to be a great match because Beth Phoenix is going to pull off some strength. Natalya is going to pull off some stuff. Sasha is going to do probably a frog splash. Bayley's probably going to do an elbow, and then they're all just going to just battle it out. And then at the end, Sasha and Bayley are going to win. Then Natalya, Bayley, Sasha, and Beth Phoenix are going to raise each other's hands.
Oh, okay. A little extra showing respect. I can see that happening. I could definitely see that happening, Nick. All right, on to the SmackDown Tag Champs Championship match. The Usos versus the Bar versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Come on! And his partner Rusev.
Rusev Day!
Rusev Day! Rusev Day! Anyway, sorry. How you see this one?
I see it's going to be Ricochet and Aleister Black. Why? Because on Raw, they got another chance for the Raw Tag Team Champions. Lost. They went on TakeOver. They tried against the War Raiders. They lost the Tag Team Champions for that. So, since they have lost the 2 champions, I feel like they're going to stay on SmackDown, where Aleister Black and Selena Vega are going to be, because, well, they're dating. And then Ricochet is just going to be a friend of Aleister Black's, and Aleister Black and them, they're going to win the Tag Team Champions and have a long reign.
All right. I am going to disagree with you. Just for this premise, I absolutely love Ricochet and Aleister Black as a tag team. But I do see something is going to happen. There's going to be some sort of surprise during this match. First off, before I even get into that, I'm going to say that the Usos have retained the belts. This is who's going to be the champions. But for Aleister Black and Ricochet, either Aleister Black is going to turn on Ricochet and have a heel turn, or another surprise may be, I don't know, something like Gargano and
Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes, the 2 of them coming out and ruining Aleister Black and Ricochet's chances at winning the belt. This is what I see in the future of this match. Go ahead.
I'm sorry that you're trying to say that, but did you find out that Tommaso Ciampa has a neck surgery and they are not a tag team again?
All right, well, I mean, like I said, it's going to be something. I apologize to maybe somebody out there watching that knows a little bit more than me that didn't know he had a neck injury, but I feel like there's going to be some sort of surprise in this match that's going to keep them from winning. Like I said, whether it's an Aleister Black turn or somebody else coming, maybe somebody that's in NXT right now that can come out and come up top and going to ruin their chances, and then there's going to be a feud there. That's what I see in the future of that match. So, on to the next match, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Now, there's all this speculation that Rey Mysterio hurt his ankle and that he's not going to be wrestling. At this point, I'm still not sure because, I mean, everything that I've heard from today, not even, is that he's wrestling. So, if that does end up being a match, and the match, how do you call that one?
I see that I would love Rey Mysterio to win.
I would too.
But I feel how everything I heard on YouTube, everything I heard about on like social media or something.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's going to be like Rey Mysterio is not going to show up, and then John Cena is going to come back for one last time, but Samoa Joe is going to win.
So you are saying that he's going to face John Cena and he's going to beat John Cena?
Yes.
Okay, see, I disagree. If that happens, then it's definitely John Cena. But just going with my gut that this match is going to happen because Rey Mysterio is a gamer, that's going to be the match. But Samoa Joe, we will both agree that Samoa Joe is going to leave WrestleMania as the champion. Okay, on to the next championship match. We're looking at Bobby Lashley versus the Demon Finn Balor. Too sweet! Whoop whoop!
So I really love Finn Balor. He's my favorite. And Finn Balor is going to take out the Demon, and he is going to destroy Bobby Lashley.
I don't know about destroyed, but I am in agreement with you, Nick. I love Finn Balor, the Demon Finn Balor, everything Balor, Balor Club all the way, Too Sweet, whoop whoop, everything. I'm also going to go with Finn Balor.
But guess what? As not the Demon, he pushed Brock Lesnar to the limit. So it doesn't mean he's not going to lose. It doesn't mean he's not going to lose. It doesn't mean he's going to win. But it says that he can take on any big guy, any person his size, any little guy, anybody in his career.
Gotcha. On to another huge match for this WrestleMania, and that's Brock Lesnar
versus the Beast Slayer. Burn it down, Seth frickin' Rollins.
That is correct. How you see this one, my son?
Seth Rollins. It's either he's gonna pull off some crazy stuff, or if he's just like he can't do it, either Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose is gonna help him, or maybe both, doing a Shield.
I am going to agree with you and say that Seth Rollins is going to win. A lot of this has to do with the fact that Brock Lesnar is supposedly going to UFC.
Fighting the UFC heavyweight champion?
I'm not sure who he's facing there. Unfortunately, I'm not, all caught up on everything UFC, but I do know that Brock is moving on for a little while. The soonest we probably see him back in a ring is like August, September. And as much as they like to keep the belt on him and miss a pay-per-view or two, they're not going to hold the belt out for 4 or 5 months plus from this. So we're definitely going to have to give it to the Beast Slayer, the King Slayer, the everything there is about what's great in the WWE right now in Seth Rollins. So I'm going to agree with you. Seth Rollins for the win. Then you have Daniel Bryan, who has been the ultimate underdog through his entire career, especially in these big moments at WrestleMania. And he is going to be facing Kofi Kingston at this WrestleMania. How do you call it?
I feel like it's going to be Kofi Kingston, but what has he been through? But I still think it's going to be Kofi, even though he's going to do it all. Eric Rowan's probably going to come out, and then Big E and Xavier Woods are going to help out, and everything's going to be crazy. And Kofi Kingston lands a Trouble in Paradise, and that is it. 1, 2, 3, new champion.
New champion. And you know what? I'm going to agree with you on this one. I don't see this being a rather long reign for Kofi Kingston. I think it's going to be a short, maybe leading up to SummerSlam and then losing it at SummerSlam. But yes, I think he is going to win this match as well. He's the new underdog, so to speak. He's the one that the fans are all pushing for. So I think right now is his time. I think he is going to be our new champion.
Everybody's hating on Vince McMahon, saying, oh, Vince McMahon's so racist. I don't think that. I feel like Vince McMahon sucks, but I feel like he wasn't letting him win so he could push him up to WrestleMania, then have him all this party, and he has the big stage.
That's a good call. That's a good call. WWE has been known to do this once in a while, where leading up to it, instead of a building momentum of wins, it's a building momentum of losses, so that it's a more bigger surprise when it comes down to the end and get the big win. I agree with you. You're a very astute young man. Look at my son. He knows it all, doesn't he? All right.
Wrestling is my game.
Wrestling is your thing. It's my thing. We're here and on to the main event of WrestleMania.
First ever women's main event.
We have the champion, Ronda Rousey. Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Versus the SmackDown Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair.
Versus the man, Becky Lynch.
Winner takes all. I feel like it's going to be the man, Becky Lynch. She's been fighting since NXT. From a girl doing the Irish jig down the ring, to a girl that was just beating up people, to a girl that was fighting for her life, to a man. To a girl that acts like a man and can beat anybody up any day, anytime.
Before I actually give you my answer, this past Monday Night Raw with the three of these women, it's one of the most exciting parts of TV I've seen in a long time. I mean, this storyline is at its height, and it has just kept on building and building and building, Nick, bringing us to what is going to be, I feel, one of the most classic WrestleMania matches of all time. And it's the main event, and it's women. This women's revolution is unbelievable, and it's all culminating right here in WrestleMania 35.
Like Stacy Keibler said at Hall of Fame, you can watch it. She said there was an revolution building from women from like Alundra Blaze all the way up to now.
I totally agree with you on this one. And, a lot of people say that Ronda Rousey is going to win. I've heard stories that she's leaving the WWE altogether. I've heard stories that she's going to be a champion for a long time, that nobody's going to beat her. But I'm going to go with you. I don't care what that rumor over here is or that rumor over here is. It is time for the man, and only the man. That's what the fans want. That's what the fans need to see. Becky Lynch, your new winner-take-all women's champion.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey, you might not care about the business, you might not care about the fans, and you might not care about what you're doing is real or not, but I don't care. The man does it more real and more vicious than you. You lost to, what's the women's champion that beat her again, Dad? From UFC?
Oh, she lost to Holly Holm. She lost to, I forgot what the other loss was. Like I said, I don't do a lot of the UFC. But as far as I'm concerned, I was excited when she came in last year. And she's had a very good year. She's gotten better in the ring. Her mic skills aren't that good. She becomes a heel. It's a lot easier to be a heel. That's probably why they made her a heel, because it's a lot easier to just be mean and say a few mean words on the mic, that you don't have to have actual skills when you're a heel. So she has gotten better, but I'm done. I'm already off the Ronda Rousey train. I want to see Becky Lynch as our champion.
Becky Lynch been one of my favorites for a very long time.
All right, so that's it. That's it. We have our predictions in. We're going to go enjoy, have a great night. Going to go watch WrestleMania 35. You all enjoy out there. Take a look at our predictions. See how many of them we got right. See if we got any of them wrong. Who knows? Till next time, this is Nick Sr.
Nick Jr., and we are out.